it was the '88 Olympic trials where you almost didn't make weight. Tell me about that, because tell the people listening about that, because it's a pretty good story.
Yeah, I was so sick of wrestling, just working my ass off for nothing. And it's ironic because here I am working for one of the richest guys in the world, and I still have no money.
Yeah.
And I just lost my motivation against Rico Chiapparelli in the ladder. I was second on the ladder. He was third. So he comes up and he wrestles me. We're supposed to go 2 out of 3. And I was ahead of him like 8-0. And then I just stopped wrestling, and he came back, beat me 16-8.
Wow.
And then I went back to my room and I just was like, screw wrestling. I'm going to just quit right now and just eat so much food that there's no way I'll be able to come back and wrestle. You know. So I ordered all this food and I ate a ton of it. And then this friend of mine, Hal Miles, he's one of the few people that was there for me. He was the coach of Virginia State, and we did a wrestling camp together. It was a really cool place too. I love Petersburg, Virginia. I think I was the only white guy there, but it was a really cool place, and he's a really good friend of mine. I actually uh, baptized him, and he was there for me. And he came into my room and he told me a story, and I forget how it came about, but he goes, if you're a real man, and you've got to do something before you die. Get off your deathbed, go do it, and then lay back down and die. And that kind of hit me pretty hard. And I thought, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to turn my next fights. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out fighting. I'm not going to go out wrestling. I'm going to go out fighting. And so I turned my next matches, the rest of those matches from that moment on, the next 4 matches I had, I just didn't care how brutal I got. I was going to fight. And so I came back and I pinned Rico twice in a row, and then I beat Mike Schultz. Oh, and then after I beat him twice in a row, I had to get on the scale, and I had to weigh in. And Schultz is right there behind me, looking at me weighing in. And I was right behind him when he weighed in, and he'd made weight. And then I get on the scale, and I'm 12 over, and Schultz sees I'm 12 over, and he sees I only have 90 minutes to make weight. So he's thinking he's going to make the Olympic team by default, because there's no way I'm going to make that time period. So I put on my pair of cottons, a pair of plastics, another pair of cottons, and then a pair of polyester sweats. And I ran around the arena a couple times to get my sweat going. And then I took a stationary bike, and I thought, if I try to lose this weight on my own, all by myself, in some dark corner somewhere with nobody watching, there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. I won't be motivated. I need to recruit the energy of other people. So I took the stationary bike and I put it right outside the front door of the arena. So everybody that was leaving the arena had to pass by me. And I just figured some of my friends would stop and see what was going on and maybe be able to help me out. Well, that's exactly what happened. About 7 of my friends, saw me trying to cut weight there, and I'm just pedaling like a madman. And my brother comes up there, he gets some ice and he's shoving it in my nose, and it was a stationary bike. It wasn't one of those rowing bikes like you see in the movies. Just sucks. Anyway, I made weight with 10 seconds to spare.
Wow. Do you have any opinion on how you would have done against the best guys of today?
Well, what?
Go ahead and say it, brother. You're a badass. I love to hear it.
You want to know the truth?
Yes, sir. Do us both a favor and click on that subscribe button.